baby girl. Burn somebody block for your club. Coming out my body for your baby girl. Working like you started for your club. You make me feel. Coming out my body for.
What's good, prima donnas? Back again today with another video, and I'm super excited about today's video because I'm finally gonna be testing out the very hyped and the very viral new Makeup by Mario foundation. You know, this foundation literally took over the entire internet. So this is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. Now, you guys, there are so many mixed reviews on this foundation, but I got so many requests for the prima donna to review it, okay? As you know, I always keep it 100,000 trillion with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a fuck. So this is gonna be my literally brutal honest review, okay? I get to review the brush as well because he did launch a brush to go along with the foundation. Also, in today's video, I did give you guys like the completed soft glam because my makeup came out so good, and I'm so happy that I didn't just record the foundation part because I so was gonna do that. I was just like, you know what, let's just keep this focused on the foundation. But I'm glad I did not shut off that camera. I left it recording, and I actually got to film this entire soft glam because, baby, oh, the soft glam today, bitch, stop playing with her. Just comment down below if you tried this foundation and let me know what your opinions are on it. So if you want to see my thoughts, you're gonna have to keep on watching because I'm not gonna spoil it in the intro, okay? But yeah, if you guys want to see how I feel about this foundation, then you already know what to do. Definitely keep on watching. Hit that subscribe button before you go, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, let's get it. So jumping straight into voiceover, let's go into some skin prep. I'm taking a bit of moisturizer. This is the Ole Henriksen, the Super Peptide Boost Moisturizer. I've been loving this one for like a natural everyday moisturizer. It also does really hydrate my dry ass skin, so love this. So moving on to the soft glam, and of course getting into some eyeshadow. I am going to be taking a little bit of concealer just to cover up all of this coloration on my eyelids. As you guys can see, my eyelids are super discolored, so of course you can go in with an eye base, but for a little soft glam, you know, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. So now moving on to the Makeup by Mario, this is his Master Mattes palette. Now this is literally one of my favorite true eyeshadow palettes. His formula is so easy to blend, and I just love how small and compact this palette is, especially if you are a MUA. This is my go-to palette on all of my clients. So I love that all of the eyeshadows in this palette is matte. You can literally just take an array of all different type of neutrals and kind of create your own little concoction, which is what I'm doing here. I'm going in with more of a lighter tone into my crease, more with a warmer tone brown, more in the socket of my eye as I'm deepening up my crease and my outer corner, and of course just giving everything a nice blend. You do want to switch out your brushes when it comes up to blending out your eyeshadow versus packing your eyeshadow into your crease. So yeah, once you are happy with your crease color, kind of like a whole array of different neutrals, now I'm gonna go in with my little trick, which is fake it till you make it, kind of like my faux cut crease method. So this is not a harsh cut crease. As you can see, I'm taking this on a fluffy but flat brush and a bit of concealer on that brush, and basically all you're doing is making your eyelids come back to life. You're not worrying about cutting the shit out of that crease, girl. You actually want it to look blended. So this is such a beginner, easy, friendly eyeshadow look. Like, just tell me this is not the ultimate soft glam. Now for my lid shade, I'm taking, I believe this is the third shadow in the top row, and I love this shade so much, you guys, because it's the perfect lid shade to bring your lids back to life, but it has a little bit of warmth so you do not look dead. And also with that outer corner, you do want to make sure that it is blending with your lid shade just by going back and forth with a little bit more eyeshadow and just making sure, like I said, that both of those shades are marinating together. You want everything to be all nice and blended and cohesive. Now I did take a little bit of a cool tone shade just to throw that in the mix as well, because everything was giving a little bit too much warm tone and I wanted to cool it down a little bit. And that's what I love about these eyeshadows. They're not going to turn muddy on you, because you know, mixing so many neutral undertones, it can definitely get a little bit muddy, but not with this eyeshadow palette, which I love. Now I'm just gonna brighten up my inner corner with my favorite matte inner corner shade, which is that first shade Oh my god, I love this shade so much. As you guys can see, it's so pigmented and it's just the perfect inner corner pop. So I was gonna leave the look matte. I was just like, you know what, let's go ahead and add a little pizzazz. So as you've seen, I did line my lash line, and now I am gonna go in with the Master Crystal Reflector in the shade Citrine. This is such a beautiful product from Makeup by Mario because it's so universal. You can literally use this as an eyeshadow topper or a highlight topper. You can throw this on your lips, put it on your body, like you can do anything with it. It's literally just like a little glitter topper that you can, you know, just add anywhere. Love it. So now I'm just gonna add my lashes. You guys, I love a bomb bold fluffy lash, so I'm gonna use that to complete my look. And now for the best part, let's move into the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation and the brush. So this is what the packaging looks like. You do get a glass bottle. I am in the shade 9W. Packaging of this foundation is super sleek and luxe. I didn't expect anything less from Makeup by Mario. You also do get a pump, which I do appreciate. But let's also get into the claims of this foundation. So this is a breathable, luminous foundation that effortlessly builds and blends to illuminate the complexion. It also claims to have customizable long-wearing coverage. So we will see. Another thing that grabbed my attention was that moisture grip technology, which is definitely going to make sure that this foundation lasts all day on you. But what I didn't see in the claims was anything about all this damn sparkle and glitter. So this is what everyone is talking about on TikTok and Instagram, is all of this micro sparkle glitter that is in this foundation. And is this gonna show in your foundation, and are you gonna look like a glittery hot mess? We shall see. So this is what the brush looks like in and out of the packaging. Super cute, and it's dual ended. And this is also kind of like the formula. It's not too runny and not too liquidy. So let's go ahead and apply the foundation. I will leave everything that I prepped my skin with in the description box. But as you guys can see, I'm using more of the fluffy end of the dual brush, and it is blending beautifully. This foundation is definitely more on the dewy side. So if you have dry skin, you're going to love it. But if you have oily skin, I would definitely prime my skin with more of a mattifying pore filling primer, just so that way it wouldn't be too oily or too dewy. As you guys can see, I'm blown away of how dewy and luminous my skin looks. So far so good. So let's go ahead and finish up the look. I'm taking the Anastasia cream bronzer. I've been recently obsessed with this, you guys, also with my Fenty brush, just to chisel and of course bronze up my skin because I love a good contour. Okay, so now moving on to my concealer. I also did want to use the other end of the brush as well because lately I've been loving to blend out my concealer with a brush versus my sponge. So I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, a oldie but goodie. So I'm gonna let the concealer sit under my eyes just for a sec while I blend out, you know, the rest of the areas. And as you guys can see, I did use the fluffy side for foundation, so let's go in with the other end for concealer. And y'all, first impressions, bitch, I'm mind blown. But to be honest, if you were still feeling a little iffy about this foundation, girl, I totally get it. But the brush, baby, run to Sephora because you definitely need the brush. The smaller part of the brush to blend out your concealer is literally so bomb. Like, it leaves the coverage without leaving any streaks or any weird lines on your under eye. And bitch, the way it cleaned up my eyeshadow and the way I just bounced back to the fluffy side when I needed it. Oh yeah, definitely love the brush. The brush was probably my favorite. Like, I really like the foundation too, but the brush though was fire, y'all. So like I said, if you was a little iffy about the foundation, the brush was fire. Now I'm gonna be using the Kimchi. This is the Most concealer. I've been loving that little bright under eye. So like I said, this part is optional, but I do like to just add a little extra layer of concealer in a little bit of a brighter shade, just to give me that little bright under eye pop. Now my little trick for my under eye, if you want your under eye to be snatched, baby, while your concealer is still wet, you want to go in with a full coverage pressed powder. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder in the shade Light. You do not want to go in with the same shade as your foundation. You want it to be nice and bright. Now I'm going to use this to set my concealer before I go in and bake, okay? Because you want to have a very thin layer of powder before you go in with your heavy baking technique. So really quickly, I am also going to set the rest of my face with my Sephora Micro Smooth. And as you guys can see, even with setting my face with my foundation powder, you can still see the luminosity of the foundation peeping through. Bitch, I love that. especially with someone who has super dry skin. I felt like this foundation was just literally giving me supermodel energy. Like, I was feeling like that bitch with this foundation, not even gonna lie. But anyways, moving on to my cream blush. This is the Rare Beauty cream liquid blush, sorry, in the shade Bliss. And this formula can also go over powder, so don't be worried, girl. It can blend into your powder. It's bomb. And setting my under eye with the Mercier translucent powder in the ultra blurring version. And you guys, I like to go in also with baking my under eye and cleaning up my contour, but I don't leave it on for too long because, like I said, I am dry. I just like to have literally my face set down, okay? Especially, this is a super luminous foundation, so I literally want to set everything to the fucking T, okay? So now with my Dior bronzer, I'm just gonna, you know, bronze my face up, add my little blush. This is my Maven Beauty Crave blush, one of my favorites, you guys. If you're looking for a bomb orange tone blush, this one is definitely top 3 for me. Now moving on to my highlight. This is my Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. The fact that my highlight went on so easy, that's how I could just tell that this foundation definitely has that little grip to it, because even with all of the powders, I couldn't even believe how my highlighter just stuck to the way, like, my foundation like that. Like, bitch, I was blown away, for real, for real. Now, last but not least, setting the skin with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's literally one of my favorite setting sprays. You do not want your foundation to move, bitch, and be set for the gods. Definitely get that setting spray. So finishing up with my little lip combo, whatever. I will leave all of the lip combo products down in the description box. Adding my little beauty marks. This is kind of like my little final touch to my makeup, because I don't know, my face be feeling mad flat. A lot of people ask me why I do this. Girl, I do have some imperfections on my face, okay? And I'd rather have a little beauty mark on top of them instead of it looking like a little bit of texture. So this is what the skin is looking like. The skin looks beautiful. You guys, like, looking at this footage, my skin has not looked this gorgeous on camera in a minute, or have I been this hyped about a foundation in a minute, and that's just me being honest. But let's finish up with the review, because I do want to put this foundation to a flash test. So let's continue. Okay, so this is the completed makeup tutorial. I wanted to give you guys kind of like my final thoughts on the foundation and the brush, because like I said, there is a ton of reviews, and if the voiceover was going a little bit too fast, I wanted to, like I said, literally just tell you guys how I feel about the foundation. So everybody literally is kind of like on the fence about those little glitters. As you guys can see, I do not see them. Like, my face does not look shimmery, but then again, I am in so many lights. So I'm actually gonna go in my living room, which is super, like, not dark, but I do have lower, dimmer lighting in the living room, and I'm actually gonna put this to the flash test. Okay, the flash test is gonna actually determine if this foundation does have flashback. If you guys are not aware of what flashback is, it's when you're kind of like in the club and your makeup looks all perfect in the light, but then when somebody hits you with that flash, you look like a ghost. So that's a huge no. Are concerned with the little micro glitters. Is it actually gonna pick up on camera? Is your face gonna look super glittery? So right now, where I am sitting, like I said, in front of my HD 4K camera, this foundation looks stunning. I literally set my face down with so much powder, and I can still see the dewiness of my skin. And y'all know I'm hella dry, so I'm living for this moment right now. Like, I waited a long time for my skin to look like this. Okay, yeah, the skin is definitely skinning. But like I said, I don't know what those little glitters are looking like until I go put the flash on. So I'm gonna insert a little video or whatever, so that way we can do the flash test together. And I really hope that I still like this foundation, because everybody's review that I've been seeing on TikTok, it's like they love the foundation when they put it on, but then when they go and take a picture and their face is so glittery or shimmery, they're like, yeah, no, take it back. Like I said, I don't even mind a little bit of sparkle, because y'all know, bitch, I'm so here for that. So like I said, I really don't know what my final thoughts are, so definitely keep on watching. But yeah, so far so good. I'm obsessed. Okay, so let's shut off all of my beauty lights, okay, and let's put on that flash to really see what the hell all them sparkle glitter shits is really giving, okay? Let's see the tea. So zooming in, y'all, I do not see any sparkle. I can see some sparkle in my eyeshadow because I put it there, but I do not see any sparkle in my foundation it just blended into my skin. I also did a flash test. This is raw 4K, my back camera. And bitch, the skin looks fire. I'm not even gonna lie, as much as a lot of people hate this foundation, I fucking love it. And that's just my opinion on it. Like I said, there's a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people definitely do have some sparkle when it comes up to their photos. But as far as me, I did not see it on my skin. It did not come up on my skin. It blended beautifully into my skin. So definitely one of my very new favorite foundations. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video as well as this soft glam. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.